The Pixel People Pod. Zap, 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 it's on. Rewind the future fraud. The Pixel People Pod.
Hello, everyone. It's time for the Pixel People Pod again. We're getting up there in our numbers. We're coming up about 2 months away from our 1 year anniversary. So, yes.
Please hold your applause.
Yes. So, with me as always, say hello, Jan.
Hello, Jan.
Goose, where you at?
I'm right here, Maverick.
Yep. As you can tell, tonight's episode is one of our movie talk episodes, Top Gun.
Over the Top Gun.
Yeah. After you listen to our Top Gun episode, go back and go over the top again. I think it's episode 23. I looked it up. I could be wrong. Anyway, thanks for joining us this week. And before we get to that, we have Jan's Gnarly News.
Here we go. Jan's Gnarly News. Jan's Gnarly News.
I feel the need for Jan's Gnarly News. Bring us that news, Jan.
All right, your May 4th, 1980-something Jan's Gnarly News. May 4th, 1980. America's Top 10 premiered in syndication, bringing Casey Kasem's Music Countdown to TVs nationwide.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
I guess because it was a 30-minute show, maybe why they only did 10.
I guess, yeah.
And it was 1980. We were still pretty young in 1980.
I guess. I would have watched that, though, if I'd have known it was, because that's something it seems like it's a running joke. Every time I bring up to Jan, she's like, we already talked about that before. We've been together 6 years, and I think I've already told her everything I can ever say to her. So I just have to recycle.
I'm just going to start acting surprised.
Yeah. But we did talk about this before, but kids will never know the joy of listening to America's Weekly Top 40.
No, that was so great.
Man,
and
every
they
Saturday
do it
good.
on 80s on 8. They do it
Yeah, they
on,
replay the top 40.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good,
from, like,
too.
the
I
week-
listen to it
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
And there'll be some songs that'll be like, boy, I don't remember that one. You think you've heard every 80 song, especially one you think that would make the top 40. But those ones that would hit like up to like 34, then drop off, there's some of them ones I'm like, I do not remember that song.
Yep.
So, there's a lot of songs that people don't listen to, but somebody could claim, yep, I had a top 40 chart song. Really never heard it.
Born May 4th, 1980, Amy Shirley.
Amy Shirley. Wait a minute.
Amy Shirley.
Is she a singer?
Nope.
Okay.
She's from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Does that help you any?
No, it does not.
No.
She's a reality TV star and co-manager of Lizard Lick Towing.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
It's estimated that her net worth is $4.5 million. Can't believe you didn't know her.
When you say reality, I pretty much check out when it comes to reality shows. So
We watch a
didn't-
lot of reality, but we never watched Lizard Lick Towing. Or I didn't. Did you, Jan, before?
I did some, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I have a friend from high school that lives near there.
I think I flipped by it one time and was like, this is not for me. Because
is that in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very, very scripted from what I've seen.
And I have a picture. Me and my daughters met Ron Shirley.
Was he lizard or lit?
He was whatever you wanted him to be.
Yeah.
He
I'm
was.
sure the wife liked him being a lit.
we met him at a gas station near the beach in North Carolina.
How'd you know it was him?
I know. I don't even watch that show, and I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
I would know.
I
if I
wouldn't have a clue. He could
Yeah,
be
you
standing-
would. Yeah, you would.
I'll
No,
send
I
you the
promise
picture.
you.
I'll send you the
Okay.
picture.
There was a time,
promise
Chris,
you.
when his stuff permeated that stuff, social media and everything. If you saw
The
him,
big
you'd
one
be
I
like,
can remember is dog,
yeah.
the bounty hunter.
Well, this guy
That's
had
what
a
I remember.
similar kind of look a little bit. If you'd been like, yeah, I've seen that guy,
But I still wouldn't know who he was, even if I'd seen him. I probably.
Yeah, you'd be like, I know him from somewhere. So
Yeah. Okay, I believe you then.
All right. This next one's a little sad.
okay.
May 4th, 1986, The Fall Guy aired its final episode.
What a good show.
I gaze longingly at my Fall Guy lunchbox right now and shed a tear.
It starred Lee Majors, Douglas Barr, Heather Thomas. Ooh.
Yep.
So I would gaze longly at. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at.
Similar, but not the same show. I went over to see my father-in-law the other day and brought him some lunch, and he's sitting there watching. Right off the bat, it hits me. He's not watching his usual westerns at all. He watches westerns over and over again, but he had the Rockford Files on, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I watched 30 minutes of that show while I was over there, and I'm like, we gotta turn on. It's on Prime. We gotta start and rewatch the Rockford Files. It was good. It was not like dated for 70. I mean, the cars and stuff are, but it was really good. I forgot how much great that show was. I watched it.
Was he watching it on Me TV or on
No,
Amazon
it's
Prime?
a different. No, he don't stream. He's got DirecTV, but it's one of those sub channels, that's like it's some odd channel. It's like
Right.
Antenna TV or something, but it wasn't. It's some good times or something like that channel. But I don't know how he found that channel, but it was good, and I was like, I gotta start watching some old Rockford Files. All three of us have watched that show right back when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The weirdest thing to me is seeing it now is he drove, you think of a Firebird or Trans-Ams and all that stuff as like this muscle car, but he was driving a 70-something Firebird that had white striped tires on it, and it's not a sporty looking model of it. It's kind of funny to see that. You think they would put him in like a sexy version of it, but no, it looked like the one your grandfather would drive.
All right. May 4th, 1982, 38 Specials album Special Forces was released.
Never heard of him. I'm just kidding.
That
I've
included
never heard of that album.
Really, it
What did you
included
say
their
it
first
was
top
again?
10 hit, Special Forces.
Yeah, I don't remember
It had
that.
Caught Up in You, Chain Lightning, You Keep Running Away.
I'm pretty sure that's the album that either that one or the one before it's when what's his name, the lead singer, came in.
I got to get y'all into some
Because
38 Special.
when we saw 38 Special, was it last year or the year before last?
Last year.
I did like a deep dive, researched them online, out their history and stuff. I always liked all their hits, but I didn't know much else about them. But they had like 3 or 4 albums that the Van Zant brother, Donnie, I think it was, not Johnny or Ronnie from Skinner, but the other brother, Donnie, was the lead singer and guitar player. And then they brought the guy in now that that sings to co-lead sing with him. And that's probably the album where they took off with him. Because those first couple albums didn't do anything at all with just Van Zant brothers.
Wide Eyed Southern Boys is the one that had Hold On Loosely,
Okay, yeah.
Fantasy Girl. They had several really good albums. Tour de Force was good.
What's the album with Paradise on it? That would be late 80s because that's the theme song from Revenge of the Nerds 2. Nerds in
Love that
Paradise.
song.
To keep it.
We should do no.
Yeah.
We won't.
Oh, come on now.
We
Nerds
could.
2 is actually a funny sequel.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I mean,
Yeah, but that 38 Special was like a mainstay of the 80s. And then when we saw them last year, Jan liked them more than I did. I just knew the hits.
I've always known all of their songs.
So when we
basically.
saw them, it was like, man, those guys had way more hits than I thought. They probably played 13 songs that night, and I knew at least 10 of them.
All right, I'm going to challenge our listeners. 38 Special put out a new song last year. The name of it's All I Haven't Said. Very good song. Please go listen to it.
Yeah, it's good for an old act that's putting out music still. And I mean that as a compliment. So if you get him up to like a tons of streams, we'll mail him and let him know that we did that so he'll come on the podcast and talk about their 80s stuff.
May 4th, 1982, Stevie Wonder's original Musicarium was released.
What's the name of the album, Musicarium?
It's Stevie Wonder's original Musicarium.
okay.
It's all that
Music
together.
Aquarium.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder's original Musicarium.
Okay.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
What's the songs on it like?
It reached number 1 on R&B album charts, number 4 on pop album charts. It was really kind of from his classic period hits from 1972 to 1980, but it had 4 additional tracks: Do I Do, Frontline, That Girl, and Ribbon in the Sky.
It had a hidden track since he was a piano player, and it was aquarium based. It was called "You Can Tune a Fish, but You Can't Tune a Piano." That was on it. So.
I don't think it had that.
Okay.
Released May 4th, 1984.
Yeah.
16 Candles.
Hey, there you go. Somebody go back and listen to that one. We actually got a ton of listens on that one. It's, I think, our new number 1, actually.
Of course, it starred Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep.
Written and directed by none other than John Hughes. And that was his directorial debut.
Yeah, that was a good episode. Go back and listen to that one. And watch the movie.
Yep, Long Dick Bone.
Released May 4th, 1984, Alphabet City,
Alphabet City.
which I had never heard of, but I kind of looked it up.
Wasn't that the cartoon based on the alphabets?
No,
Okay.
it was nothing
That was
like
a good
that.
cereal. Alphabets
Yeah.
was a good cereal.
We should talk about that sometime.
This follows.
should.
Yeah, we should.
Do
A whole
podcast one day.
podcast
Yeah.
devoted to cereal.
There's one coming,
It'd
people.
be extra crunchy.
We didn't do alphabets.
We're
That's
not
what
going
we
to tell
should
you
have done,
when.
alphabets.
We're not going to tell you when, people, but there's a cereal episode coming up that's going to blow your mind.
Or the roof of your mouth.
That episode is big. Yeah. So,
It's not small.
yeah. No.
No.
All right, well, alphabet.
All right. Alphabet City follows this young New York gangster of Italian descent named Johnny, who's been given control over his neighborhood by the mafia. It actually sounds
I
interesting.
can't believe they would use Italians in such ways like that for a TV show.
I can't believe his name will be Johnny.
Oh no!
Well, let me tell you who was in this
so
movie.
unstereotyping.
Because we really need to watch this
Yeah.
one.
Andrew Dice
Vincent,
Clay?
no, Vincent Spano as Johnny,
Yeah.
Jamie Gertz, and
Yeah.
Michael
Oh, okay.
Winslow.
Oh,
Oh.
Michael Winslow from Police Academy.
Yes. It sounds like it might be a decent movie.
He
to
just
watch.
follows the Dawn around, making sounds that sound like the theme of The Godfather for the whole movie. So
We need to watch
and
it.
making
And find out.
gunshot sounds to ward off other, mafiosos. I watch it. I watch anything mafia related. That's just matter of fact. I'll go ahead and tell you right now. In the next year or so, we got to do one of our episodes. It might get less listens than Over the Top, but we got to do Johnny Dangerously. That's such a good '80s movie.
Yes. And you know what I saw, talking about 80s movies, it was that way. I saw, because we're going to be talking about Top Gun, Top Secret is on Prime or Paramount One
Oh,
with,
cool. Yeah.
what's his name?
Val Kilmer.
So, yes, my mind just went blank. But
Yep.
that's on there. And I said, I haven't watched that movie probably in 20 years. I said, I think I'm going to watch that. So that's my next Val Kilmer.
Yeah, I have to
adventure.
add it to my list because I hadn't seen that one in forever either. So
But it's on Paramount or Amazon or
Okay.
something. I was blown away by it.
All right, another sad tidbit. May 4th, 1985, the final episode of Different Strokes.
yeah, it had run its course by then.
Yeah,
I was-
it kind of got bad the last season or two, but
the last
it was
season,
such a great show.
Dana Plato got pregnant and in real life, and they wrote her out and said she was like at a boarding school in France. She wasn't even on it. And you can only see, what's his name say, what you talking about?
Gary
Like,
Coleman.
You can only watch him say that so many times, But that show was a big part of the 80s. So the first part of the 80s, that show was one of the tent poles of the 80s TV shows. They made a big deal when Nancy Reagan came on there and Mr. T was on there. I remember that episode. And of course, in our
The little red-headed kid with the bowl cut, and he was so
wasn't that Dudley? No,
great.
Dudley was his friend that got molested by the black guy. If you go back and listen to
Yeah.
our very special episode, you'll learn about that episode. Yeah, the little redhead kid, he's been in some stuff since then, but it's so weird to see that and know that back then, Todd Coleman, ain't his name Todd Coleman?
Todd Bridges.
Todd Bridges, yeah.
yeah.
Todd Bridges.
It's
had,
Gary
Gary
Coleman
Coleman.
and Todd Bridges.
Todd Bridges had so many problems then and was destined to be a footnote in Hollywood and one of those that, drugs and everything ruined him. And he cleaned up and he's the only one alive out of all those guys now. It's wild that, he made it through and the rest of them didn't.
Yeah.
Way to go, Todd.
Yeah, might get him on the podcast.
Todd
One day we
Spiegel or
keep saying
Todd
it.
Bridges?
Todd
I'm gonna
Bridges.
see if
Or
Todd,
maybe both
I'm gonna
of
see
them
if Doc can
together.
impersonate
Yeah.
Todd Bridges and
Yeah,
Todd
yeah.
Spiegel as Todd Bridges. Todd, start working on your accent. So,
Released May 4th, 1987, Randy Travis's album Always and Forever.
is that got Forever and Forever? in
It
there?
had Too Gone, Too Long, I Won't Need You Anymore, which was Always and Forever.
Oh, is that what that song?
Forever and Ever, Amen.
Okay, that's the only one.
And
know.
I Told You So.
North Carolina's own Randy Travis, which you would know,
You know-
if you drive to the beach.
All of those reached
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
All
I
of those
will
songs.
tell you, I saw online, and I just verified it here. September 19th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at downtown Marshville
Yep.
is the 2026 Randy Travis Music Festival.
Did you see what he's doing
Yes.
now since he can't sing?
He sits on stage and they play like a song, then he goes, "Amen,"
Yeah,
and that's all he does.
Well, yeah, other people sing it, and
Yeah, and
but
he
he's
just
on
does the
stage.
one word.
Yeah, but he's on stage. I
It's
thought it was
kinda
stupid
like
at
the
first,
Frankie
but-
Valley thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know though, because he said he wants to do this and stuff. So if he wants to do it,
I've had some heated debates with some friends of mine who talk about it, and I'm like, they're just using him. They're like, well, blah blah blah. I'm like, in my opinion, he's being used just for the money in the name to increase
Yeah,
the
maybe.
pockets of those around him.
I-
That's just my opinion. I don't know that, but that's just
Yeah.
how I observe it. Because if he's so bad and so he can't do what he needs to
Yeah.
function up there, and then they do. I don't know. Maybe I'm off
didn't they
base.
use
I don't know.
AI with his permission? Did you see that? He wrote a new song, and then since he can't sing it, they used AI to use his voice to sing it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was pretty wild because he wrote the song, but he can't sing it. He can't play the guitar and sing it. So they used AI. They sampled his voice and put it in one of his voice things, and it sang it in his style and his voice and everything. So that was kind of wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another movie from the 80s that we probably need to watch just because of who's in it. May 4th, 1988, The House on Carroll Street premiered. It
Does that have
starred,
Ginger Lynn in it?
no, the one and only Kelly McGinnis, who we'll talk about later today,
Mm.
Jeff Daniels, and Mandy Patinkin.
Oh,
This
yeah, I
movie,
remember him.
it earned just under $500,000 on a $14 million budget.
Ooh, blockbuster there.
No, a big loser.
I'm being
okay.
sarcastic.
Okay. Well, you're not sitting across from me. I can't tell.
Because Blockbuster, is big in the 80s. So
Yeah. Golly,
that's what it, yeah.
Well, none of those guys are big enough to carry a movie.
Back then, Jeff Bridges wasn't, but he is now.
Jeff
With
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels, though.
Oh, Jeff Daniels.
And this was Jeff Daniels before Dumb and Dumber and all that stuff. This was Jeff Daniels nobody knew of. So
Yeah.
I think I'd still like to watch it.
yeah, we'll give it a
You
shot.
can watch it. It might be on Tubi.
Yeah, we've watched some movies that I thought would be stinkers, and turned out it's been pretty good. So
Over the top.
yeah.
Turned out
Well,
to be a
if it
good
made
movie.
$500,000 on a $14 million budget, it probably is a stinker.
By the way, I was looking at on 80s tees the other day at 80s t-shirts and looking get me a new one.
Gonna get you a hawk.
Well, if I was like, yes, if I was looking like I'm gonna drop some weight and I can get down to a smaller size. I need me a new cool 80s shirt. I was looking, they had a Hawk Trucking or whatever shirt, and I was like, that'd
Nice.
be cool.
How many people would
I
be
bookmarked
like,
it just to
Maybe
how many
two
people would
people
see you
for
in
the rest of your
store
life.
Like,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah, 2 people. But I mean, it'd be worth it.
I'd be one of them.
because
Me and you.
Me and
That'd be
Jan
it.
ran into a guy one time in Ashley Furniture. I had on my Pied Piper shirt from Silicon Valley, and the guy's like, "Oh, all right,
nice.
man, I love it." Pointing at the shirt and giving me a thumbs
Yeah.
up. He got it.
Yep, that's a great show.
But then I ran into a girl. I think you were with me, Jan. Ran into somebody else too, and he's like, "No, I stopped at a store and I had that shirt. It was when we stopped at that store, and I walked in there. I think it was the same day." And the lady goes, "Oh, I like that shirt. Is this the music?" And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Is that like a musician like Pied Piper?" I was like, "No, that's a TV show." She didn't get it.
Oh, I get it all the time. Me and you went to go see Tesla at the Fillmore, and I bought my Tesla T-shirt,
Yeah.
and I'll wear it, and there'll be people who come up to me, and they'll go, "Oh, so you have a car? You got the car?" I'm like, "What?" The Tesla. I said, "No, it's a rock band." Oh, that's right.
How did
Well,
people-
They automatically think it's the car.
Tesla wasn't an A-level like big band, but how do people not know Tesla the band? That the shirt don't just say Tesla on it, don't it? It's got their logo and everything.
I don't. I've got it in my drawer in there. And by the way, they are A level.
I mean, they are to us,
phenomenal.
but they wouldn't
They're-
sell out stadiums. Or we saw them in a 1,000-seat Fillmore. So,
I know. Well,
yeah.
Jack White's playing there, so
Yeah.
big bands go there. So,
Yep.
Hey, at least they didn't think you were the inventor.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been. That'd have been cool.
All right, May 4th, 1989, the space shuttle Atlantis lifted off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center.
Not the best of the space shuttles, but Atlantis was the only. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. It was Atlantis and one other one that's still out there, and then there's the one that never flew, the Enterprise that just they use for gliding stuff. But what was the other one? Atlantis and I don't know. Who cares?
And there you have Jan's Gnarly News.
Oh, gnarly!
Thank you, Jan. Very good
Thanks,
news
Jan.
as usual. I'll research the space shuttles and let everybody know next week. Just to throw another Greg's errors and corrections. We haven't done that in a while, and I'm sure I've had.
Because you don't
plenty
make
of-
mistakes. You don't
No,
make
I'm
mistakes.
sure I've
That's
got
what it
plenty.
is.
I do have a pretty good record, but every now and then I hear something like, that was wrong. All right, so this week's episode is on the movie Top Gun. Everybody knows this movie, so we don't have to go into a lot of history about it, but we'll give some stats, but we'll just give our take on the movie because, I mean, this movie, here's how you know a movie was great. It comes out, and then basically 40 years later, they put out a sequel that's as big
That is
and better.
better.
Yes.
That's better.
yeah.
And I want to, before we get into this, I want to just say right off the bat, the release date is one of the greatest days in the history of the world.
Well, go ahead and tell us the release date because I just have the year.
May 16, 1986. May 16 is my birthday. That's why it was released on my birthday.
So is that your birthday movie? You should
Yeah, that's
watch
my
it
birthday
every
movie.
year on your birthday.
You have a birthday song, too.
I probably will. I probably will watch it. And they released one of the songs on my birthday too.
Yeah. What is it? What's his birthday song, Jim?
Hold on, let me find it real quick.
You said he has a birthday song.
He's told us before.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what I told you before. Crap. I remember talking about it, and I saw it, and I go, "Oh, that's cool." I don't remember. So
It was an 80s song. I do
know.
remember that
I'll
much.
look it up. I'll look it up. I'll figure it out before we get done.
Okay. So yeah, Top Gun, 1986 came out. It's directed by Tony Scott. It was a massive hit. I'll go ahead and give a few of the box office totals here. It was the highest grossing film of 1986. We talked about this in our biggest movies of the decade, a two-parter back 5-6 months ago. But domestically in America, it did 180 million. Remember, this was 40 years ago. 180 million. It did international 177 million for a worldwide total of 357 million, 23 times its budget. So that's a hit in anybody's book. And sure, if you go by inflation, then that thing's looking at 700-800 million probably. Not everything can be a Marvel movie and make a billion. So if you get over 500 million in a movie, adjusted for inflation or not, that's a massive hit. It was. I'm trying to think about this movie. What else? I mean, it's different than anything else that come out then. How many really flat, movies like that were out? I mean, there was. I can't think of any. Okay, well, see, I've never watched Iron Eagle.
I saw parts of it, never seen the whole thing.
Was it before Top Gun or after Top Gun?
I don't remember. I think
that seems to me that
honestly.
after. Yeah, that seems like one maybe grabbing onto the
riding the
Top Gun.
skirt tails of Top Gun.
Yeah. So Iron Eagle came out in 1986. Huh.
Okay.
But it's, yeah.
May 17th. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No. All right. How you like this? I have it here. Iron Eagle came out January 17th. It came out before Top Gun.
Really?
Top Gun stole their idea from Iron Eagle.
That's Louis Gossett Jr. or whatever his name was.
It's a war movie though, and this is more about like preparing for war, I guess. So
yeah.
But it wasn't the hit that I know Iron Eagle's a big movie. I've heard about it for years. Never seen it, but it's no Top Gun. Jan, you got some info right there on this movie, or do you?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. The U.S. Navy were the ones that provided the support for the aircraft. They supplied F-14s and Tomcats and aircraft carriers, and specifically the USS Enterprise.
Yeah.
And they charged roughly $7,600 per flight hour for the jets.
How would that total up to?
It's about $1.8 million total that they had to pay the Navy.
This when Reagan would get that and make money for the government back then.
In return,
yeah,
Navy recruitment went sky high after this movie.
Yeah, it's a 500% increase in enlistment after that movie came out because everybody wanted to be Maverick. Goose, yeah.
Or Iceman.
Iceman, yeah. I'd rather be Iceman out of all of them. I'm not reckless. I'm the guy that just keep it calm. We don't need a reckless punk around here.
Yeah, I mean, I just would not stay with my guy. I'm not a good wingman. I'd be doing my own thing.
Yeah, and I don't want to be Goose either because
I'll let Greg be my wingman any day.
Yeah, thanks, Maverick. Nobody wants to be Goose.
He did. I mean, he became a doctor later. I mean, he did a lot. But I rewatched it 2 days ago because I hadn't seen it in probably a year. So I said, that's time to rewatch it. And Goose is just so fun in that movie. He's such a, when he's with his family and talking about he hadn't seen his wife in a while and he's kind of was sad about that. But when he's just with Maverick, he's so easygoing and so happy all the time. Just seems like a great partner to have in life.
Yeah. But here's the bad thing about that movie though. Thanks to him being such a cool guy in that movie and everything, we never got him for Revenge of the Nerds 2 except for one scene where he's sitting at home with a broken leg talking to him over the phone. As good as Top Gun is, it ruined what could have been even better, Revenge of the Nerds 2. So there's my one gripe about the movie.
I didn't even, when I watched it, I didn't even put him in Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, he didn't even come to mind.
Yeah, he did change. He totally changed. I mean, that movie probably went a long way in changing people's perception of him because, a lot of those guys were typecast in that Nerds movie. I don't think Robert Carradine ever. Jan and I watched a Robert Carradine movie a couple of weeks ago when it was late 80s, and it's him and who was the other guys in? I can't remember. But they're cops and they're trying to take down this criminal, and he's like the it's like in Lethal Weapon. He's like the Mel Gibson character. He doesn't follow the rules, and I had a hard time seeing it as anything but Lewis from Revenge of the Nerds, which I feel bad for. But he did go and do 4 of those movies, so I mean he collected a good paycheck off that. But
Yeah, he's doing all right.
So, Edwards' Top Gun probably saved him from getting typecast and all that stuff because that's a big deal. To this day, like, you're still getting Maverick and Goose references in TV shows 30, 40 years later. I mean, it's definitely.
Oh yeah. Then when Maverick came out, it was more. Even though Goose wasn't in it, Rooster was in it. But it's just that people were so like that brought up the memory of Top Gun, and they were going, "Talk to me, Goose," and stuff.
I remember
even though
you and Brad Hass, our friend Brad, were the two biggest Top Gun fans I know, and both of you were like proclaiming how great Maverick was.
Oh man, Maverick! I saw it 12 times in the theater.
Yeah, so Jan and I finally sat down and watched it last year, and it was
great.
It was great.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be making a third one, they say. So who knows?
I mean, if it's as good as that one, but you can go to the well one too many times, though. But
That's true. But Tom usually don't make mistakes.
Yeah. So, but they need to let him be more the, the leader and not fly.
I'm wondering though, because in the original Top Gun in 1986, Tom Cruise did his own stunts.
He's almost getting too old for that.
I was going to say, did he do his own stunts in Maverick?
I bet you he did because he was still doing them in the last Mission Impossible movie. But
Tom Cruise is a maniac, but an amazing actor. The stuff he does just blows me away. That like I don't like getting on like a third floor of a hotel and looking over the balcony.
Yeah,
I mean that just freaks me out.
Even the scenes, the motorcycle scenes in Top Gun, Tom Cruise did those.
Yeah, he's finally shown his age a little bit though. I mean, not bad, but he don't look like he used to look like he hasn't aged a bit. Now you say, he's aged a little bit, but
yeah, he's gonna have to hit the brakes and just let them fly right by him. So it's gonna have to happen.
He's gonna keep doing those stunts forever because Xeno protects him. So that's good. Praise be Xeno.
Until he becomes a Ghost Rider.
That's right. And then his ego is going to be writing checks that he can't cash.
Yeah. I read somewhere that Val Kilmer didn't want to do this movie, but he already had a contract and he had to do it.
Iceman. Did he say why?
No, I couldn't find out why. It said he was reluctant to do the film.
Well, I bet
I think it's
when it came out, I bet he's glad he did it. Hollywood is littered with I won't say littered. Hollywood is full of actors who will tell you, I didn't want to do that movie and I did it, and look, it made my career.
Or they're like, I didn't want to do that movie because I didn't think it was going to be a hit, and then he's like, oh, now who's the dummy? Because now it made $500 million or whatever. I mean, it's just you just don't know about this stuff.
That was 86, so it's probably filmed in 85. So, like that. I mean, legit, that probably made Val Kilmer's name right there, that movie, because other than Top Secret before that, was anything bigger than that? I mean, that was it. Everything he did after, like, The Doors and stuff came afterwards. So, yeah, he sort of owed his career to that movie. And Tom Cruise, to a lesser extent, he was starting to get big, but he wasn't that big till that movie hit. That's 86.
But he had, Risky Business before that?
Yeah, he had those like, those edgy comedies and all that stuff, but...
Then he got like Rain Man and like all that other stuff.
Yeah,
I'm saying after it came after Top Gun.
This probably made him a superstar.
Yeah, if he wasn't already big enough, this like catapulted him into that stratosphere.
I thought it was pretty cool how Kelly McGillis, her character was actually inspired by a real civilian flight instructor.
Really?
No, a real civilian flight instructor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It also had, who can forget, Tom Skerritt's in this movie.
Yes, he was a great character in this. It was awesome.
Tom Skerritt's funny anyway. He's in he's in the Ted movies. Isn't he one of the Ted movies that the guy's like, look, I got to meet Tom Skerritt. He had a picture of him and Todd Skerritt sitting on his desk. Yeah, he's still kicking too, man. He outlived Val Kilmer.
R.I.P., baby.
Yep. We should do a Val Kilmer episode on just icons, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
So.
Anthony Edwards was also great in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Tim Robbins is in it, and I watched the movie.
Yeah.
And I know he's one of the pilots, but he doesn't stand out until I'm seeing him on the flight deck after they come back from shooting down the MiGs, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Tim Robbins. I mean, he didn't jump out at me on the screen.
It's always funny to go back and watch movies like that and see somebody that wasn't quite as big yet, but had a small role. So we're watching 16 Candles, and there's John Cusack, and he's just like a random background character, and it has like one or two lines in it. You're like, oh, I didn't realize he was in this
And his
movie.
sister.
Yeah, she had a bigger part in the movie than he did.
And she I don't think she had a speaking role at all in that movie. I think she
spoke once or twice to him on the bus
did
with
she?
her braces. Yeah, but you know.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just remember sitting on the bus looking.
She
all
had that
goofy
crazy
and stuff.
headgear.
Yeah, that
and stuff
headgear.
going on.
Which do
Yeah.
kids still have to wear headgear now?
I don't think so, since
Yeah,
Invisalign and all
yeah.
that stuff's come along.
Hey, and
was-
let's not forget Meg Ryan in this movie.
Oh,
Cute
we
little
won't.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, we won't forget Meg Ryan in this movie.
She was Goose's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, she was amazing. She was the hottest woman in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. You could have flipped those characters. It would have worked better probably, and she might
Yeah.
have made it into the Maverick instead of, you know. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. It's been stated and people know it. Kelly McGillis did not get in Maverick because she looks like an 80-year-old grandmother now, which she aged gracefully. I'm not going to knock her, but they was not going to. Tom Cruise, as great as he is vain enough that he'd be like, you're not putting
Yeah.
me a love
He's
interest.
having Jennifer Connelly in there.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that was him totally like,
'cause
no.
You know, they mentioned her in the movie.
Yeah.
In Top Gun, talking about the Admiral's daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
That's who Penny, the character from Maverick, that's who it's based off of.
They
is
could have
that
put
line
her
there.
in the movie though in a little role. It didn't have to be Tom's love interest. It could, you know.
They could have had to be the lady checking him in at the hotel or
Yeah,
something.
she'd be like, I don't know, remember you? It's like, no, never heard of you.
What? Who are you?
Look, you broke
But,
up with me and now I have to work at a hotel. Sorry, you know.
Can we just take a minute to talk about the soundtrack?
Yeah, of course we can.
What a
Go.
great
I
soundtrack.
could cut and paste from our soundtrack episode, but I won't. Let's talk about it here. I'm promoting our other episode too.
The soundtrack was released on May 15th, so one day before the movie.
And it reached 9 times platinum certification.
I wonder when the last time it's been. They, you know, you can check them and have them audited. I bet you it's over 10 now. It's probably diamond for sure.
I read
Well, with
that.
all streams and stuff now, I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read that the Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins almost didn't get put in, and they initially wanted Toto to perform it.
Yeah.
Could you
He's
imagine
Mr.
that with anybody other than
No.
Kenny Loggins?
No.
He's Mr. Soundtrack.
Yeah, and I like when that song came out. I was one of those that loved it. I can't listen to it now, but I remember loving. I can't dog it because I loved it when it came out back then.
Danger Zone.
Yeah, it's so good.
And what about Take My Breath Away by Berlin?
Yeah, that's the song. That song is huge. Speaking of that, I got you talk about Berlin. Jan, let us
it
know
won
about
Best
Berlin.
Original Song at the Academy Awards.
Yeah,
The movie was also nominated for Best Sound, Best Film Editing, Best Sound Effects Editing.
and it didn't
I
win,
guess
but
that's two different things.
I would like to know what. I have to look this up, and I'll bring it up next week on corrections or errors. I would like to know what beat out Top Gun for best sound effects editing in 1986. It had to have been like a Raiders of the Lost Ark or something movie, because there is no way in Hades that a movie, unless it was done by George Lucas, could beat Top Gun out as far as sound editing. That movie still sounds good on Dolby 5.1, and it's 40 years old.
Yeah.
You know, you would think out of all the movies in that year, this movie would be a lock for that, but it wasn't. And Jane, you was talking about that also. That Berlin song, Take My Breath Away, won the best original song from Golden Globes too. And it's funny because we talked about it in the other episode on soundtracks and stuff. This song broke Berlin up. Biggest song they ever put out, made them tons of money. They won an Oscar for it, and everybody in the band was like, "This ain't what we started this band for," and they basically broke up. It's like, oh,
Imagine if they had stayed together. I think
Yeah.
they could have done some more
Yeah.
hits.
well, they're back together now, but you know, you gave up your prime years
Yep.
of earning, so
Not to mention this album had Great Balls of Fire on it.
yeah.
The scene in the bar where Anthony Edwards is playing that. I love that scene.
Yeah.
It to me it looks real. It looks authentic. Like they're really singing it together. They're really having fun. And actually Anthony Edwards is really playing the piano.
And they got
that's
Rooster sitting on top of the piano there while they're playing.
Rooster.
I mean,
Oh, that's
it's-
right, the baby. I was starting to say, wait a
Yeah.
minute, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Rooster's up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, then the whole scene where they're in the bar, and he walks up to her and he starts singing "You've Lost That Loving Feeling," and then the whole bar of all the guys start singing with them.
Yeah.
That was an awesome scene. I remember that back when I was a kid. I was like, That's so cool. I bet I'm gonna try that when I get to be an adult. I bet that'll work. I never tried it,
You've
but
never tried it?
no. I mean, I might have karaokeed it once, but you never know.
There's still time, Chris.
You know, the pop culture stuff in this movie. Everybody started wearing aviator glasses after that. You remember that?
Oh, those are the most popular type of sunglasses I think ever produced.
Yeah, oh yeah. But if you didn't have a pair, by then you went out and bought a pair. I think my Ferrari foldable sunglasses were the same style of aviator glasses, so I still had those. And people wanted bomber jackets back then. I remember some people having those.
Oh yeah,
Yep. How many?
yeah. It was just such a great time.
I do have to bring up the very homoerotic volleyball scene in it.
I read that
You
scene
gotta have
was
some-
added last minute.
Yeah.
Eye candy for the ladies.
Yep,
it's an
that's-
action
that's what
movie.
was
What
put
do they do
in.
for the ladies?
It
That's
wasn't in the original script,
Yeah, it was put in for that to draw women.
and boy, did it.
Yeah. Family Guy has made fun of that. I think American Dad's made fun of that scene. It's when Family Guy spoofs a scene from a movie, it's a very famous movie scene. And
They also said that real Navy pilots were used, and they actually trained the actors.
oh yeah, Tom Cruise
with-
flew with
Yeah.
yeah. This
mean,
wasn't
he's a-
CGI
he's
crap.
a-
This was real footage.
No.
Yeah.
He's a pilot now. I mean, he's a full whatever blown pilot or whatever.
He's
Real footage,
Yeah.
except for I read the final dogfight was shot with models.
I have to go back and look at that now because they were so good with models back then. I saw a picture, and I'm sure I've talked about this before on the podcast. From Back to the Future 3 when the train was pushing, the steam train was pushing the car, and it looks so great in that movie. And you're watching this going, man, they got that locomotive, and they built that DeLorean to sit on that train track and got that train to push it, and how they film all that. And then I saw behind the scenes still photo from that movie, and it's a model, and they're setting up cameras, and like, that is the greatest looking model. Those guys, those model builders stuff they do, that was awesome. And so I mean, that's all the stuff in Star Wars. I guess he's really the one that started Lucas, but you see that stuff in his models, and you see them explode. Little models explode, and they film it, and how they can turn that. That's why I don't complain about movie prices. I never will, because all the work that goes in to make that art a 2-hour thing like that, all the people involved, hours and hours and stuff they do. I'm not gonna worry about paying $15 to sit in the Dolby Cinema to watch one of those movies.
Yeah, and I think the budget, when they tell you the budget on these movies, and now the budgets for some of these movies are $300, $400, $500 million.
Yeah.
And it's not like government waste. It's not like, oh, let's just get this. Those guys are trying to pinch pennies and try to shortcut everywhere they can, but the rates are so high.
Yeah.
But then when you see, like, one thing that caught me, and I knew it was different, because 40 years difference is when they're in the planes, the way it's filmed, and you can tell they're like not. You don't ever think now that you look back, these guys are actually flying these planes when they're up close. It's just the way that's filmed and stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like, when they're in the room and they're talking about, like, all right, what do you see here on the radar? And they're going over the radar, and it's like the 1980s, which is what it was, but it's like this, like, pixelated, like 8-bit kind of looking thing.
Yeah.
And then you look at how all that stuff, that technology was done in Maverick, which is 40 years later, and you're like, oh my God, how far we have advanced. And the planes, the F-14s to now, all the things, how we've become and our technology, and we've only been flying for what, 100 years
Yeah.
or whatever. And that you see the technology and how great our planes were then compared to now. I mean, we were ahead, like, light years ahead of people back then, and we're even further ahead of people now. It's just amazing. And what was so great about Top Gun was it captured that. It, like you said, they had how much of an increase? 500% in investment. When you see that, and they capture the heart and the soul of that specific thing they're trying to do, when you have that and they can bring it onto film and it relates to people, it's amazing what filmmaking does. So I'll never complain about the price that I go to go pay for at a movie. I mean, I just won't. it's just amazing. Just this movie was so, and I watched this movie, sat down and I knew what was going to happen, but I never once got bored. I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah,
and
this movie's not going to bore anyone.
It still drew you in. I mean, it was still an amazing. And like we were talking about his other movies. Then he had Days of Thunder after that. So he's always had this adrenaline.
That's a
kind
90s
of feel
movie,
about
but
I know,
I want to do it sometime though because I love that movie. There's a lot of flaws in it, but it's so good. It's Top Gun
but it's
on
that
a race
whole
car.
thing. It's the whole thing he does.
Yeah.
Then he goes into Mission Impossible. That's what he's always done. He is, in my opinion only, is the last true movie star that we have.
No, I'm
that
not.
does
I'm not
everything.
going to argue that. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think he's the last true movie star.
Who else has carried on and can still do serious movies, action movies? Used to do comedies. I mean, think about the greatest actors we have right now, like Christian Bale. He's not really a movie star.
No,
Russell Crowe wasn't really a movie star. Okay,
maybe
Robert Downey
what's his
Jr.
name?
Maybe Robert Downey Jr. I could see.
I was going to say DiCaprio, maybe.
DiCaprio, yeah,
yeah.
But Yeah.
I think you understand how great Tom Cruise is by judging our oldest granddaughter. She absolutely loves Tom Cruise.
Yeah, she's 15 and she loves Tom Cruise.
I mean,
she should. That's good.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much of an age difference there is there, but she has watched a lot of his movies, even the 80s movies, and she just thinks he's awesome. And even the
what
movie...
about Tropic Thunder?
No, not yet.
No,
Well,
she hasn't watched that one yet.
No, but trust me, I give her another year or two, and I'll show it to her because she can handle it. She can handle it. She's that mature, but she's edgy beyond her age.
Yeah, that's a great role for him. But no, like you said, like he can relate. I mean, his movies are relatable. I mean, they are like somebody's. I don't know how to describe it. It's just he's a great movie star.
Let me tell you a good way to describe Tom Cruise. He gets it. Like he doesn't carry himself as too self-important that he won't do something, because like that Tropic Thunder thing.
Yeah.
He's a huge movie star, action star, all that stuff. He didn't have to do that movie. Not only did he do it, he went to him and said, "Hey, make my hands, give me prosthetic hands, and give me these big hairy hands, and I'm going to dance at the end." And they were like, "Dance?" And he goes, "Yeah, I want to see where I dance." And they put it, and at the end, the credits rolled him dancing after they won the Academy Awards.
So hilarious.
It's just as good as anything in the movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And then I was going to say something about him what we were just talking about right now, but I don't. I kind of started thinking about him dancing in Tropic Thunder, and it kind of made me lose my train of thought. Yeah. Sorry.
Chris,
were you in the Army? To him.
Were you in the Army or the Navy? Yeah.
Army.
Do you not want to go in the Navy because of the Top Gun?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Like now, I think back, I probably would. If I would have go back and done it all again, I would have chosen Air Force first.
Yeah.
Marines would have been last, and then it would have been neck and neck with Army and Navy. But
if I had to be in one, if I would have chose one where I was fit as a young man and smart enough, I would have wanted to be in the Air Force, because I think it's where all the cool guys go, but I'm going to take that out because I'm going to piss off a lot of Army people. So I would have been an Air Force guy, but,
No, the Air Force was really like for more advanced technology and things like that.
Yeah,
that was really, and the one good thing about Air Force compared to all the other branches, and this is just when I was in the 90s, if you got deployed overseas, your family went with you. In the Army, if you got sent to like Korea, you're a year there, no family. You couldn't take your family and things. So, so there's certain places you couldn't take your family, but in the Air Force, you could take your family to any of the bases that you were at. That's the way it used to be. Yeah. I guess it may still be. I don't know if after 9/11, I don't know after everything if it's still the same, but I didn't know that I didn't kind of know that going in, so but I didn't go to Korea. So, but my family went with me to Louisiana. Right. So,
what branch doesn't use guns? That'd be the branch I would be in.
Well,
what did you say?
What branch doesn't use guns? That'd be the branch she's in.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some.
I take that back. I want to be in the Coast Guard, because you get to cruise around in boats and pick up bales of cocaine out of the water and smuggle some out.
Hey, you can edit this out, edit this part out, but you would be considered not in the military if you were a Coast Guard. There's not a military person, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines who consider Coast Guard on the same level.
Yeah.
You can edit that out so nobody gets offended.
No,
but
I'm gonna leave it in there to ruin your reputation. We're gonna have a bunch
that's true though. That is absolutely 100% true.
You get run down by a boat one day.
Yep. Yeah, I've never known anybody who was in who considers Coast Guard a legit branch.
Well,
Just like Space Force is not a legit branch.
How dare you?
Listen, I think it's cool, but
when the Space Force goes and fights off an asteroid to save this
And
planet,
saves the
then
planet.
you'll give it some respect.
they won't much because Bruce Willis won't last much longer, so he won't be able to go do it. Poor
What about the
Bruce.
Men in Black? They will be able to help us, won't they? The ending to Top Gun was superb. I couldn't have thought of
Goose
a better-
dying?
No, not that. The very ending where you got this moment of tenderness where Maverick and Charlie have their romantic reunion, and you've lost that love and feeling is playing in the background.
Yeah, because he's sitting in there having a beer, and I think he's drinking. If I'm not mistaken, he drinks Budweiser through the whole movie, which is really my favorite choice. But anyway, he's sitting there in the bar all by himself, and then the jukebox starts playing that song, and he stands up and walks into like the room where the jukebox is, and then she comes from around the corner.
I gotta rewatch
Standing in the door frame. It's
I didn't watch
it's a great
this before
scene.
we did this, and it's been a while since I've seen it, so we need to rewatch it, Jen, for me to.
It's a great ending.
Probably would have helped if I'd watched it before we did this podcast, but I knew enough about it so long
Yeah,
ago.
this is one you've seen enough times that you can discuss it with without having to do a whole lot of super deep research on, because it's so good that you remembered it from the other 5, 6, 7 times you've seen it.
Jan,
or more
if you
or
had
less.
to run off in a fighter jet with any guy in that movie, which one would it have been?
Probably Anthony Edwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Val Kilmer?
No.
See, Val Kilmer was the coolest one in the whole movie to me.
That's who you want to run away with?
He ended up being an admiral.
He did.
Yeah. And then he died.
Don't spoil it for those who haven't seen Maverick.
Uh,
Jeez, you should put in there spoiler alert.
Yeah. Maybe I meant he died in real life. You don't know. In the movie, it says AI is still going on. It is, actually. I was joking about that, but I forgot it is. They got a whole movie coming out with him in it. It's AI.
Really?
Yeah. His family approved it. I think he approved it before he died.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And I saw a clip, or at least a still from it, and it's him. That's going to be so weird, though, in the future, where it was already happening with some computer stuff when they were doing it, like a Fred Astaire running around with a vacuum cleaner. But when they can really do a whole seamless movie AI with you in it, it works for. I will say, I'm glad that technology is there for the Star Wars movies, because we'll always have Darth Vader now since James Earl Jones let him use his voice forever.
Well, next week, let's do Jan's Gnarly News using the AI Jan.
Okay.
You should do that. That would be so funny.
Yeah, that's going to get this. AI is still buggy, though. It'll do some crazy stuff.
Well, Jan's buggy too, so
True.
she gets her little gaffes and
this week in
her
Jan's Gnarly News, September 1st, 1842, Cruise Tom did a movie called Necessary Roughness, where he was a football star. I don't know. I'm rambling now. I'm leaving this
ramble on.
in. I'm leaving this in too. I take ramble on out where it gets sued by Robert Plant. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Oh,
no.
I didn't.
I don't think we hit
You don't get sued for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we kind of talked about how we feel about this movie. It's damned good, as the old folks would say. It holds up. Again, that's the test of a great 80s movie.
The proof's in the pudding.
You can watch it now, and it still holds up. And that one still holds up. And I'm
the
trying to
proof's in the
think.
pudding, buddy.
Can you think of anything? Can you think? I brought it up earlier in the episode. What movie has had a sequel 40 years later that was just as good or better? I mean,
There is none. It's unprecedented.
Yeah, they usually hit
Spinal
them.
Tap.
Well,
Spinal Tap wasn't as good, but it was good. I'll give Spinal Tap was better than I expected.
it wasn't close. It wasn't as great, but Beetlejuice was a good
Yeah,
sequel.
okay,
after
that's another
40
one.
years.
That's another one. That's good.
Agree.
Not as good as Maverick and Top Gun.
No, that's the greatest sequel to a. Name another sequel. I guess Godfather 2 probably.
Yeah, Godfather 2.
Made way more than or maybe not way more, but made more than the original. But
Well, it wasn't even made more. It was as good or better than a Godfather. And Godfather was the greatest movie ever made. So it's like,
and then I think Maverick is the greatest sequel to a movie, in my opinion.
Well,
And
yeah, because I
it's
would
2+
count.
hours
I always
long,
try
and
to argue with people. Godfather 1 and 2 are almost like the same movie. They tie into each other so well, and they've
Right.
done the Godfather epic where they've put them together and pieced them together. And it works. It's such a good movie.
Yep.
Jan's never seen it. I keep meaning to show her Godfather and haven't shown her yet.
You never seen Godfather 1 or Godfather 2 or any of them?
Neither. She's not a mafia fan. So
I've
those are
seen
so
parts
good.
of them here
Yeah.
and there, but I've never sat down and watched all of it.
The good thing about that is when you're up there watching it, you don't have to think up there. If you think, you're dead. So that's the thing. That's the one.
yeah.
Chris, you're not going to be happy unless you're going Mach 2 with your hair on fire.
Hey, it's not your flying; it's your attitude, there, Jan. Okay.
Just remember, there's no points for second place.
Insert funny quip here from me. I can't quote
Here's
it like
the one.
you.
Here's the one. Here's what Jan should be saying to you, Greg. Take me to bed
Or lose me forever.
Who says that to who in the movie?
Oh, that's Meg Ryan, baby.
Oh, she says that to Goose?
Yep.
Yep. In the bar when they're playing the piano.
Oh.
That's what made it such a great scene.
Yeah. The horniness? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was a good rundown of this movie. If this don't make you want to watch that movie, if you hadn't seen it already, nothing will. Right?
You don't have good taste in movies if you don't want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Or if you've never
Yeah,
seen
it's
it. You got to take 2 hours of your time to watch it. It's well worth it.
especially if you consider yourself a child of the 80s. This is one you have to see.
Any movie where the director was fired 3 times and then rehired,
Yeah.
it's got to be good.
Which, flipping back, Godfather, they tried to run Coppola out like 3-4 times in that movie. They had already lined up other directors to take his place. And that ended up being the greatest movie of all time. That shows you sometimes studios and the actors don't know what they're talking about.
Those
when they,
creative differences.
Yeah, and then
can get
Coppola
you.
has some really great wine, too.
well, he does? I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
tried his wine.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, he's probably had the best around because all that Italian stuff he did. He's probably sampled the best wines around the world. So, all right, well, that'll bring this episode to a wrap. Hey, y'all got anything to add?
No, I just think, like I said, if you've not seen this movie, you need to just take some time and watch this movie.
And then
It's
watch
got
Maverick.
action. It's got comedy. It's got some
Love.
romantic scenes. Yeah, it's got it all.
And it's got airplanes.
Right. That's the action
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Back on our 80s theme real quick, the guy that directed Maverick, that Joseph Kaczynski,
Yeah.
he did F1, I think last year or the year before. Last year, I think.
Yeah.
He's actually rebooting, and we talked about this, I think me and you, or maybe it's me and somebody else, I don't know. The Miami Vice, they're rebooting that
Oh, yeah,
movie.
we talked about that last week.
Yeah, and he's directing that.
Well,
so
I know I've heard of his brother, never heard of him, so we'll have to see how that turns out. His brother Ted
I got you.
Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Oh, by the way, if you're looking on Prime or something to see this movie, do not get it confused with Top Gum, the Fruit Stripe documentary. It's a totally different thing.
Oh, I'm going to watch that when we get done with this. I love that.
It'll
It's
only
good.
last 5
That's only
seconds.
good.
Yeah,
That's
the
really
first
like-
5 minutes of the movie is great, then it loses its appeal.
Yeah, that's the only
Yep.
gum I ever really liked was
Yep.
Fruit Stripe.
All right, we're going to leave on that one. So, Chris?
I would do say like Lone Duck Dong, but that doesn't really. So I'm just going to say Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Jan?
Watch the birdie and shine on.
The Pixel People Pod.
Oh my God, David Hare, I forgot your first car again. I'm sorry. I'll do it next week, I promise.
Rewind the future fraud. The Pixel People Pod.
Thank you for coming to our podcast.